Good Sunday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Wow, it's actually a little warmer than I thought it'd be. So I put a pull over here with my fancy blue shorts to match my look of the California Mustang or the Dark Horse Mustang. Should I be dressed in darker clothes? But it is a nice Sunday morning. It is overcast. But as far as I know, it's supposed to be sunny and a beautiful day. It gives me a chance if I want to go up to the car show and walk around and yabba dabba do. I can do that on this Sunday morning. Is it the first day of the week, they say? Should be the rest day of the week. But here we are going back to see the puppies and see how they did last night. See how they did. So that's Willow. That's so funny. Willow just came out of nowhere. Willow just came out of nowhere. So here we are. Let's see the crazies. There they are. There's the crazies. Let's see what they did in the shop last night. Let's do the inspection on the antics of the puppies. And do they learn how to use the... Hey there, hey there, hey there! So they did poop. They got close. They got close, everybody. It may be working. We got a glimmer of hope here, everybody. And here comes Gypsy. You know, stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Nobody jumps up on Daddy. No jumping up on Daddy. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Come on. Get away from the crap. Come here. Come on. No. Get over here. You're going to step on all that damn crap. Tracking through the damn garage. So let's get that out of here. No. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Did they? Yeah, well, they pooped back there. So there's another pile, or two, or three. Yeah, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Another one back there? No. They're trying. But we're, it's crazy. I didn't feed them. I mean, I ate yesterday morning. Well, there was food down, so I should take that back. There was definitely food down, so they definitely had the opportunity to eat. So, clean up on all 5. We can do that right now. We're head over to the house, get the dogs, and I don't know how long this conversation will be because we got to do the Sunday car show. I'll just be so petered out if I go to the car show and start talking to everybody up there off the camera, and then talk on the camera. I wonder what other YouTube, what other YouTube creator out there produces every day of their life as many videos I do. Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying I create the best videos every day. I'm just saying in general. Wonder how many other YouTube creators are doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos a day. Who else is doing this? I am blown away. This channel never has gotten any exposure. I'm just blown away. I am blown away. What do you got to do? Jump off a bridge? I mean, I don't know, man. This just blows me away for all the energy I put into this channel. And I mean, I'd love to hear somebody tell me there's another creator out there that they know of, they follow, that's posting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos every day. Every day. I don't think there is, people. But then they'll say, well, but your videos are just a lot of talking and blah, blah, blah. No, yeah. But this, but that, but this, but that. All right. Let's see these guys here. And we'll just let them in. We'll just let them in to create havoc in the house. Yeah, there you go, right? Is the wife, I wonder why the kid's shirt is sitting there. So they can get in the back 40? They can. Oh, I forgot to grab my phone. That's so crazy. Sure, doesn't end. Alright, got all the troublemakers out and about. And I know one thing I'm doing today. I'll be riding around a lawnmower for hours on end to cut the grass. That's for damn sure. Of all the things to do here on the compound, the property. Oh my goodness gracious. It's interesting to me how I read I read articles. It just blows me away. You know, I talked about so many things on my channel over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's playing out to the tune of what I talked about. But I don't have I just don't have the popularity or the followers, because I think a lot of people think, this guy's just full of crap. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, one of my subscribers, the Car Connection, I think, he's funny. I'm thinking, do you follow my channel? Because the other day I was talking about what's the demographics of my channel, of who follows me and watches me. And now that the car stuff is all petered out because I can't go out and buy a new car every day to show you guys a new car or motorcycle, I can't do that anymore. So he was funny. So don't take it the wrong way, Car Connection, but I think it's interesting that you said, hey, why don't you get into telling people how to invest their money? And I thought, you think anybody would take my advice on how to spend money and save money? I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm the most classic guy of how you don't know how to handle money. Who the hell would come to my channel for advice on how to invest your money? I mean, I would tell you straight up, you're a fool. I don't have that technique. I thought that was funny. It's like, oh yeah, these people saw, so I give, was it Jerry? Hey, stop it! Stop it! No! Now they're fighting over the bone. Stop it! Ginger, get upstairs. Get upstairs. Get upstairs. That little Ginger girl, she gets everybody riled up. Get up here. Yep, and there's pee everywhere, so we're going to dance around that, thank God, maybe. Come on, get upstairs. Get upstairs, come on. She's going to pay the pee. No, get it back. Come on, let's go. Separate you guys' asses. Stop it! Stop it, you're being bad. You're being bad. So yeah, was it old school Jerry? Who was it? I'm sorry for me, I get so many comments and posts every day that yesterday I was talking about all the vehicles at Ford. Yesterday I was driving across to go to work, and I was talking about Derek, my sales guy at Queens Baltimore Ford. He had reached out to me to say, hey, we got a car for sale and you should come by and check it out. And I'm thinking, does this guy even have a clue of what's going on in my life? I just thought, are you kidding me? You really think that I can still do that, Derek? I mean, have you been following my channel at all? So here's my hats. I got a whole collection of hats here. I'm trying to find a hat. And so I got I got a ton of hats in here. So the whole point of that is, I got to think of myself, how many vehicles have been taken away from me? And I started counting. And what's interesting is, so I wear the Hooters. I was trying to find a Ford Mustang hat. I thought I had a Mustang hat in here, but maybe I don't. I don't know, people. I got a lot of hats. Tell you that, don't I? See that? There. So anyways, one of my commenters said the Kirby truck. The Kirby truck, you forgot to bring up the Kirby. So it's 9. I always thought it was about 10 vehicles. So it's 9 vehicles that Ford has on my docket, I guess you could say. I just don't like the looks of this hat today. I'm going to wear something else. I guess I'm going to wear the Cooters hat. Maybe that looks a little better. Does it look a little better? The red one just is too bright for my other... I'm trying to color coordinate myself. So number 9. So 9. Ford has been now pegged by me 9 times. So you really think Ford is going to give me a buy? I'm thinking, wow. But anyways, so the whole point of this conversation I started walking across driving was, it's incredible how I have talked about so many things on my channel on what goes on in this world and how ridiculous it is. And I adamantly was talking about how the green agenda whack jobs that have billions of dollars of money, they go screw with you is real. And so I talked about in great length on my channel years ago on how the green agenda activists go to these board meetings, or they get into these shareholder meetings, and they have incredible influence on the on decision making for the future of where the automotive industry is going because of all the bull crap of the Save the World EV cars. And so General Motors is aggressively pulling back on the green agenda, aggressively pulling back on electric vehicles. They now want to go lobby California to get rid of the 2035 deadline for the no more gasoline cars, new cars to be sold in California in 2035. So it's just incredible how Jim Farley, Carlos Tavares, Mary Barria, whatever her name, Barrera, the CEO of GM, all these people had their hands held, or I should say hands tied, to the, I'm going to put my pullover because it's windy and cool actually. So they all had their hands tied that they had to start converting their fleets to EV vehicles. And now that Trump's in office, the whole agenda is changing. And now as time goes on, I'm sure people are really speculating what makes sense and what doesn't. And so now they're taking a reverse look at the future of their industry and not so much jumping up and down to go to all electric vehicles. And it's all because of the green agenda whack jobs that manhandle these people and these big CEOs and corporations trying to tell them how to run their business. And I talked about this numerous times. It's incredible of the influencers that have no clue on how to run a business, have no clue of what it takes to build things and make things, can get themselves all wrapped up in these big companies and try to create a narrative and direction for the company that they don't have a clue on how to do. And for you and I, we have paid through the ass for these dumbass frickin' green agenda whack jobs. When can we haul these people in and just literally make them pay? How do we capture the billions of dollars of the idiots that funded these green agenda organizations? How do we get that bank account and drain it and give us money back because they're so incompetent that they have ruined the automotive industry because of how they've made everything so expensive. And they've brainwashed so many people to think that the green electric car will save the world. And it won't. It won't save the world. There's no infrastructure to support mass electric vehicle transportation. It's not there. It won't be in anytime soon. It won't happen. And if you think it will, you're an idiot. It won't happen. It's not there, everybody. In just my own backyard, Dominion Power is arguing with the Loudoun County residents on how they got to bring in more transmission lines to build out bigger electric plants, and people are arguing they don't want it. They don't want it. So it's like, okay, if we don't put it in, then eventually not everybody has electricity, you dumbasses. Or you have blackouts, brownouts, whatever you call the damn things. So here's the pooper scooper time. As I talk to you, I pick up shit as I talk shit. How about that, everybody? Mouth gets a little foul sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes it is a shit show. And I am in the shit show. I created it on myself, as Brett would say. As a Brett would say, well, you created that. Well, you did that. Well, gee, Brett, thanks. I never realized that, Brett. Wow. So, I love the comments, though, so don't take it the wrong way. I get a kick out of it, okay? So, even though I come across as being a jerk, I think it's funny. So, the best thing I can do is haul my garbage can back here so I don't walk back and forth 5 times to pick up the crap show. So once again, it just blows me away on my channel. I have talked in great length on my morning conversations of the asshats of the world that have all the money. Why do all the asshats of the world have all the money? Isn't that something? Why are the jerks? Why is Jimmy Kimmel, who's the biggest asshole comedian out there you could ever listen to? That guy's an asshole. That guy used to be on the Man Show. That guy used to belittle women like you can't believe. But yet the liberal-minded person loves Jimmy Kimmel. The liberal-minded person loves Jimmy Kimmel. Did you ever watch The Man Show? That guy totally got off on making fun of women. Yeah, that's who he was, everybody, with Adam Carolla. They used to, do you remember the beer? They used to chug beer, and then they go out. I mean, there's so much. It's just like it's the total opposite of people get attracted to these people, of the devious things they do to others. And yet, the people that support, the rights for women and everything else, they support a guy that was the biggest asshat in the world that was very belittling to women. But yet they think the guy's a cool guy, everybody, because he doesn't like Donald Trump. So then they like him. That's the reality. All right. So as I'm talking here, so here's another thing. So social media, once again, I talked about this in great length. Elon Musk. I was always intrigued to know, why did Elon Musk want to buy Twitter? And I always said it was for artificial intelligence. And sure enough, you know as well as I do that he bought Twitter for artificial intelligence. And I can even reinforce that I'm right about that, because now there's a very active, big creator on X, the Vigilant Fox, who is calling out X for letting his channel, all his posts, get censored. And but he's a very conservative, more balanced mind individual. And he's calling out Elon Musk, that Elon Musk isn't who you think he is. Did you hear that? His claim is that Elon Musk, these are still clean, but I know it'll happen. Good old, well, you know what? That one wasn't clean, so I'll take that back. Can't win here, everybody. That one actually had crap all over it. I didn't know that. So the whole point is, this guy's calling out Elon Musk and saying that apparently, I don't know all the rules, how it works, so I'm a little naive on that. But the way the guy comes across, he claims that if enough people complain about your posting of information, enough people can gather enough strength to take your posts down and to censor you. It's called community notes. So I believe that's what that means. So what he's claiming is there's an active group of people that deliberately attack him on a regular basis and silences him, and X goes along with the community notes, and so they basically ban him, they silence him, and then he has to beg for mercy to get back up to be able to hit this beautiful, everybody. So I need to really spend today taking all the bikes, all these freaking bikes out of this garage, power wash this garage. I mean, a major freaking project. Just dumpster fire. A dumpster fire. How do we create that for this freaking place? So bad. So ridiculous. The crap show. It's a shit show. It isn't Ice Age TV. It's Shit Age TV. So, the Vigilant Fox is really saying Elon Musk really is not who he is. Wow. Did you hear that? He's saying Elon Musk is just playing the game, and that he's not really, he's allowing and I mean, I will agree with him on this. Liberal-minded person on X is huge. It's huge. And they run their mouth all day long. And they're nasty. They're just nasty-ass people. I'm not lying. These are just nasty. These are people you would probably punch in the face if you got in a confrontation with these people. They're so radical. And they're just nasty. And these are even young kids. Harry Sisson, this kid's a whack job. This kid's a Fruit Loop. And he runs his mouth all day long of the hate of Donald Trump, the hate of the conservatives. This is a young kid. I mean, there's many young kids who are on X that are running their mouth. They think they're Mr. Badass kids. They can run their mouth. You just want to meet these guys in the street and see them start running their mouth like that. And it's like, let's see what plays out with you, buddy. Let's just see what plays out with your little badass mouth, running your mouth face to face now. Let's see how badass you are. I mean, so bad. So, once again, the point of that conversation is, even on X, from the claim of the Vigilant Fox, you try to post information that is common sense and factual, and even Elon Musk lets it get shut down. I mean, this guy, you should check it out just to hear what I'm saying. So he's really saying Elon Musk, but we all know, I've always have said, Elon Musk is a double-edged sword. This guy is all about money. He's all about money. He portrays himself to save humanity, mankind. BS. BS. This guy is all about wanting to be the king, the money grab, and there's no doubt in my mind, in the end, it'll be taken away from him. Once he masters all this technology of everything being under remote control. I mean, if you think about it, everything Elon Musk develops is remote control. What I mean by that? Starlink. He controls Starlink. He can remotely control what you can see and can't on Starlink. X. He can remotely control what you can do and can't do on X. Tesla. He can remotely control your car where you can go and can't go. Neuralink. He can literally control he can control what you think and you can't think. SpaceX. He can control whether you come back from Mars. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The guy's a control freak, everybody. He's a control freak. And everybody bows down to this guy. I think he's the greatest, latest thing in the world, and he's the nicest guy in the world. He's not. He's not. And now he wants to control the government. He's having a hell of a time trying to get that done, isn't he? And he's getting a taste of reality to life on control. I was seeing something this morning. Could you imagine going to the car dealership? Like, I'll never forget my experience in Lindsay Manassas Dodge. That's a corrupt dealership. Those are shady-ass people. And me being the guy that buys cars all the time, I usually don't call out car dealers, but I'll call out Lindsay Manassas Dodge, Jeep, Ram, all day long. If you go buy a car from the guys, you got screwed. They support screwing you. They enjoy screwing you. They enjoy showing you one number, and then they go throw away the piece of paper, the number you agreed to, and come back and tell you got the deal you wanted, but the piece of paper you wrote the number down, if you didn't write it down in front of you and keep it for your own self, the number they told you, the number you wanted, isn't what you thought you got. But if you're not that smart, they love you. They love you because they know you're just a dumbass to buy something from them, and they jump up and down. Whole point is, the corruption in our government is at an all-time high. Now, knowing that Lindsay Manassas Dodge for me will never get a penny out of me, would you go to a dealership where you got screwed? Would you go to a dealership that you knew was screwing people? Would you go to a dealership that you knew in the back end, the service department? I'm not talking about Lindsay Dodge. I'm just saying in general. Would you go to a business knowing that they claim they did work on your car, but they never worked on your car? So you gave the dealership $2,000 repair bills, but they never actually did what they said they did. Would you support that dealership? No. You would sue the dealership. You would file a small business actions against them, or the Better Business Bureau, blah, 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 blah. You would not continue to go to that dealership. Yet we have a federal government, and even state governments, you can't turn it off. Have you ever thought about that? You can't turn off the government. We cannot. We have no control of turning off the government. We may think we do. We don't. We don't have control to turn off the government. What I mean by that? You can't stop paying taxes in the government. If you do, you're going to suffer consequences, which means seizure of assets, possible jail time. So you have no choice. So the government can steal from you, but if you decide not to participate in letting them steal from you, you actually will be the one that will be persecuted for those actions. How does this work, everybody? This country is so upside down. And what's so bad is these political people in power know that you can't do anything to them. You can't turn them off. Wow. Don't you wish you had a business? I mean, if you're just an evil-minded person, don't you just wish you had a business where you could collect all this money and you do nothing to collect the money? I mean, think about this. What if you started receiving $10,000 a month that you're supposed to do all this work, but you never ever do it? But nobody ever calls you out, and you just continue to send $10,000 a month, but you never do anything to actually benefit others, give back others for the $10,000 a month you receive. And after a while, you're like, oh, this is cool. I just deserve the $10,000 a month. I mean, I don't have to work for that. That's our federal government. they get in this posture of nobody figures this stuff out. Elon Musk supposedly has figured it out. But at the end of the day, where is the refund to the taxpayers of this country for being screwed over by the political powers to be? So the whole point is you can't turn these people off. Can't do it, people. And if a guy like me ever tried to get momentum, to try to get a movement, to get something going, I would be tarnished. I would be tarnished. The paid actors and the really nasty-ass people would then start digging stuff up on the Iceman any way he could. He'd start looking into, they'd start looking into this. They'd start bombarding my internet channel. They would try to destroy my business. They would instantly shut me down, to shut the hell up, because of me raising my hand saying the federal government doesn't deserve any more tax money because they don't manage the money correctly, and they've been called out by Elon Musk. But in the end, what happened to Elon Musk? Besides getting tarnished and screwed like never seen, and that's why the guy is shut up. Elon Musk is shut up. So they accomplished, the Democratic Party, in my eyes, it's the Democratic Party. In general, I'm sure we should just say it's all political figures, because other political figures, the Republican side, why didn't they call this out years ago? So for the record, I should honestly say it's all the politicians in the government in our country that are abusing the policies of this country's tax system, and they're all a bunch of freaking crooks. Because why did Elon Musk have to open the books? Why wouldn't, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because the guy that's a congressman, senator, is worried about his next election. That's why. Because he knows if he opens the books up, he'll get tarnished, and he'll be painted as a bad actor, as a bad congressman or senator, and he won't be able to get elected again to stuff his pockets. It's ridiculous. That's where we are in today's society, in this government, our country. When does somebody take the reins and steer it a different way? When? Does it? I doubt it. Because all you're going to hear now, get this. This Medicaid thing is such a bunch of BS. Do you actually understand Medicaid? Medicaid is where people can claim they have a physical or mental ailment that makes it challenging for them to hold a job and work. And so the federal government sends the state they live in federal state assistance where you can sit at home, you don't have to work. If you really don't have much of an ailment, but you can find a shyster doctor that'll write a nice letter for you and showing that you don't have the physical or mental capability to hold a full-time job, you will qualify for Medicaid. Now, so what's going on now is DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, they have dug up where the Medicaid is being abused. People have done it for years. The people that are capable of working are collecting monies from the government, our taxpayers' dollars, and it's really in a bad state of affairs because the system's been abused. And now even illegals are tapping into it. So the GOP party wants to reevaluate the Medicaid, and all you hear now is people jumping up and down about how, no, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right. Well, if you read the bill, this is classic. And all these whack job Democratic politicians are running their mouth. Like, what's it, Jeffries? What's that one Democratic guy? Jeffries. This guy now is telling people that if ICE shows up, that Jeffries is telling people, we got your back. And if they cross the red line, that Jeffries is totally implying violence to the ICE people of them going after deporting illegals. Have you heard this? This guy is point blank up on the podium telling the reporters that if you start screwing much more with my people, you cross that line. Yeah, you cross that line. Yeah. He won't say it, but he's implying that you're going to have something happen to you. So, wow. So here's this guy, Jeffrey Hams, whatever the hell that guy's name is. He runs his mouth all the time. And so here's the point. For the Medicaid new revised bill that they're working on, even the GOP is toe healing to not really all agree on it. So there's a division even in the GOP. It doesn't even start to implement the new bill till 2029. You guys hear me? It's not till Donald Trump leaves office of 2029, January, that this bill would then come into play of new Medicaid guidelines and try to weed out the good and the bad. But the real story is it's not until 2035 till the Medicaid is actually in full enforcement and act of weeding out the good and the bad. We're 10 years away. This is beyond believable, everybody. So you and I are going to continue to pay into a federal government tax system where they knowingly know people cheat the hell out of it. They knowingly know people are sitting at home collecting monies, probably doing side jobs, being paid cash, so they don't have to report income, so that they know that when they do their tax returns, they're being paid cash to do, work on the side, that they don't go over that threshold, the amount of money they bring in. And so the argument is with all these people, well, by 2029, you may have a Democratic president in power that'll just tear the bill up. It's the biggest. Wow. There's no doubt, in hindsight of my life, but I don't know. I just don't know if I could be that much of a piece of crap. Well, maybe I already am a piece of crap. I've screwed Ford 9 times, but I haven't screwed them because I still have to pay the debt. So the thing is, I still have an obligation for what I sign on a piece of paper to pay them back. So who got screwed, me or them? Yeah, so that's not over, everybody. That's ongoing for years. Unless I hit the jackpot. How the hell did I hit the jackpot? I mean, sincerely, how do I hit the jackpot? You hear about the guy that won like $98 million? The guy's a total recluse. The guy's a drug head. He's a criminal. It's just incredible people win all the money in the jackpot. Jackpots shouldn't allow to pay out those type of money. Jackpots should be limited to how much money a person gets. It's ridiculous. Somebody gets $500 million. Somebody gets $1 billion. It should be limited, everybody. It's not right. But it's the federal government, or I should say the state governments, that are greedy as hell to get more tax money to pay into the system to support the schools and the roads and this, to enable all the people who have a job in the government. They still have their job, or do they? Ooh. Yeah, there's some things going on. I said yesterday, I have breaking news. Can't announce it yet. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Right, dog? There it is. I'm going to shut the hell up. I can talk a lot. And it's already close to 9 o'clock. So that'll be perfect. Get the car show about 9:30. Whatever. And, yeah, it's just me, the lone man of, and Jerry, old school, was always, ride a bike. Yeah, it's just not there. And now, I'm a one-man show, everybody. Challenge for me is, I'm a one-man show. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the risk. I don't know if it's worth the risk anymore to be on these bikes, because if I get injured, I got a major problem. Who's going to take care of my property? You think my daughter wants to move back home, take care of my property? I mean, there's a lot of things now more than ever. I have to kind of start stepping back and saying, all right, I've had my day. I've had my fun. And I don't know. I just don't know. So whatever. But I get some really cool cars. And so that's what I'm going to do. I've got to fill up the dog food bowls, get those guys fed, and then I got to jump in the car, go up the street, and see if we have any cars show for me to walk around. So the next video will be, what do we take to the show? God bless.